We have some breaking news. Tesla's officially released brand new software updates that has 10 new features for you to use, and trust me, you're gonna wanna watch until the end because some of these are huge and really worth it, including details about Apple CarPlay for your Tesla. So let's dive right in. Starting off with the first update, and that is a new Santa mode. Tesla has added Santa mode to the 2026 Tesla Model S and Model X. These models use the Unreal Engine and did not include Santa mode until this update. The thing is, Santa mode was previously absent from the toy box on the display screen, and so when owners tried to enable the feature through voice commands, Tesla would simply say that Santa mode is not available and will be enabled in a future update. Now you may be wondering, what about the refreshed Model 3 and Model Y? Last I checked, Tesla still hasn't updated Santa mode for either of these models, since it still displays the old design. Well, there are strong indications with this update that Tesla will be changing it very soon, with a refreshed design, new animations, and sounds. Up next, since the holiday season is here, we have the FSD gift update. Tesla wants you to share the joy this season, since they will now allow you to gift your friends and family FSD subscriptions. Now, whether you are in the US or Canada, FSD costs $99 a month. So if you're feeling extra generous this season, you can share a month or multiple months as gifts of FSD subscriptions to fellow Tesla owners. The person receiving this gift is most likely to get a notification via their Tesla app or simply an email to inform them. Now, it's not clear what regions will actually have this option available, but we should find out more soon. But what has been confirmed is that Tesla is launching a free 30-day trial of FSD supervised V14 in North America starting this month for the estimated 1.5 million Tesla owners that have hardware for cameras and who have not purchased FSD. Owners will receive an email and an app notification about the trial. So keep a lookout in your email if you don't have an FSD subscription. Moving on, we have the next update, and it's a controversial one, and that is Apple CarPlay being added in Teslas. Yes, you heard that correctly. Bloomberg reports that Tesla started testing this capability internally and could roll it out soon. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are two of the most demanded features for new car shoppers. But despite relentless requests from potential buyers, Tesla has never allowed phone mirroring inside of its models, arguing that it can provide a better, more integrated software experience than a smartphone. Tesla plans on featuring CarPlay in a window within the larger display screen, which means the projection would not fully swap out Tesla's own software. Tesla also plans on using the standard version of CarPlay and not Apple's new, more immersive CarPlay Ultra. That includes the core functions like the speedometer and climate functions. Now, the absence of Apple CarPlay is often a deal breaker for many car shoppers. A 2023 survey revealed that nearly half of new car buyers globally wouldn't buy a car without Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. But in my opinion, it's most likely because most car shoppers have experience with lagging infotainments that most auto manufacturers make and have not even test driven a Tesla to experience just how seamless it is using the display screen with various audio options, maps, as well as many features unique to Teslas, which is why I feel the need for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is not necessary. But time will tell if and when Tesla will decide to implement this. Moving on, we have a big charging update. Google Maps is now rolling out live supercharger availability data. Now, this is great for Tesla owners who prefer to scope out a route on their Google Maps and want to see what Tesla superchargers are available nearby, specifically on their phone. But of course, you can always do this through the display screen itself, so you may be wondering, what's the actual need for this? So the main reason Tesla is doing this is to reduce the friction of integrating non-Tesla EV drivers into the supercharging network. This integration is a welcome change to the growing fleet of NACS-equipped EVs and is already live. I just tested it out on my phone and you will already see it. For example, in this image, it shows there are 15 out of 16 superchargers available alongside information already provided, including charger speed in kilowatts and daily popular times tracked by Google. Now, this integration will likely follow for users of Apple Maps, which also offers EV charging and navigation support. Now, speaking of charging, if you're charging your Tesla at home, this might be the most no-brainer upgrade you can make. This is the EV Dance portable charger, and you may be wondering, why would I get this over a Tesla mobile connector? Well, I'll give you two reasons. One, this one's more affordable, and with my discount code in the end, it'll be even more affordable. And number two, if you've parked really far from an outlet, you can also buy an extension cable that is 40 feet long. EVDance also have their own app, which allows you to easily monitor your charge status, like your current, voltage, and power, and start or stop charging directly from your phone. And you can even schedule your charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates, saving you money while you charge your Tesla overnight. This is the level 1 EVDance charger, and it's helpful for situations if you live in an apartment where they do not have a level 2 installation in place. And not only are they UL certified, they can withstand the toughest weather environments. And for a limited time, if you buy any charger or extension cord, you can get an adapter for free. So be sure to check out the link in the description. Up next, we already have an updated FSD version called FSD v14.2. Just recently, I downloaded v14.1.4, and Tesla's already moved on to 14.2, with versions already for 14.2 rolling out. For some major improvements like improved handling for static and dynamic gates, improved offsetting for road debris in case there are any tree branches or boxes lying around, improved handling of several scenarios including unprotected turns, lane changes, vehicle cut-ins, and school buses. And they've also added alerting for residue buildup on interior windshield that may impact front camera visibility, overall smoothness, and as Tesla puts it, sentience. Moving on, I have some good news for owners that have Intel chips in their Teslas, because you're getting two new updates. The first one is the Dashcam Viewer app that has been updated with a grid view, which makes it easier to access and review recordings. It'll have a new grid layout. The viewer will display footage from all available cameras, including the new B-pillar cameras in supported Teslas, in a grid format for simultaneous viewing. It'll also feature improved playback controls, where you can use the on-screen controls to skip forward or backward by 15-second increments. It'll also have event navigation. The new viewer includes a button to jump to the next Sentry Mode event, simplifying the process of finding specific clips. The second update related to Intel is the new charging visualization. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I shared that this update was available for only newer Teslas. But the good news now is everyone will see a new charging visualization on your display screen depending on the charger you're using, whether it's a supercharger, a wall connector, a mobile connector, or even a third-party charger. Alright, up next we have a great one. In my recent videos, I talked about leaks of Tesla adding 15 new visualizations to your display screen. As of right now, you see generic renderings on your display screen. All buses and trucks look the same, and some complex objects like trains sometimes appear as glitchy lines of semi-trucks moving at high speed and no distinction of humans passing by. But now there are a ton of new 3D assets to overhaul the visualizations completely, giving you a better overall visual experience. Of course, there will be custom models for emergency vehicles and service vehicles, public and commercial transport, trailers, vulnerable pedestrians, and other smaller vehicles like a golf cart. And guess what? Tesla owners have already started seeing the changes on their display screen, and Tesla just filed a new patent that describes an AI-enabled high-fidelity occupancy network system that uses camera feeds to predict and visualize 3D space around a vehicle. In this image, you can see improved road markings as well as surroundings captured better, like trees, bushes, and light posts. The timing of this should not come as a surprise. The massive architectural leap of FSD v14 with a 10x parameter update was a massive jump, which is why it is most likely to go live on FSD v14 and strictly on hardware 4 or AI 4 cameras. Up next, I have Tesla's new rental program. Tesla's rental model destroys the traditional rental market, dominated right now by Hertz and Enterprise, as well as peer-to-peer rentals like Turo, by reducing high costs of daily rental rates. So now you can rent the Model 3 or the Model Y for only $60 a day, a Cybertruck for $75 a day, a Model S or X for $90 a day. Plus, these rates also come with a huge list of perks, which really makes this service something special. You will get free supercharging, unlimited mileage, FSD, as well as app access. And then just in case you thought, wow, that's a lot of perks, but wait, there's more. This new program program operates as a full-fledged rental service. The program allows for rentals up to 7 days, so if a buyer then ends up buying a Tesla within 7 days of returning the car, Tesla will actually incentivize the buyer with a $250 credit, which also reimburses the cost of the rental itself. However, there are 2 caveats to consider though. There is a 3-day minimum rental requirement and it is geofenced, so you can't just take a road trip with it. As of now, this is available immediately in select US stores like in California, Texas, Massachusetts, Tennessee, and Arizona. But here's to hoping there's a global rollout soon. Moving on, we have a charging update that Tesla has quietly added to your Tesla app. While your Tesla is actively charging, the new charging section shows details like current power in kilowatts, energy added in kilowatts per hour, amps, and voltage with controls to adjust the charge limit. There's also a new section called Find Chargers, which helps you locate chargers nearby inside your Tesla app itself, instead of forcing you to use the navigation on your phone or your Tesla screen, which is pretty cool. You can also find charge stats, where you can see how much gas money you have saved just by using Tesla chargers. You can also schedule charging, where you can control precondition, charging, and light show schedule. But the new feature I'm excited about is the addition of low power mode, which when enabled turns off all settings that drain your battery like Sentry mode, cabin overheat protection, or summon standby. Now before you can only do it on your display screen, but now you can do it in the Tesla app itself. So let's say you forgot to enable it before you left for vacation, you would have been out of luck, but now you have the option to turn it on even when you're away. And on top of that, they've also added keep accessory power on, which determines if power will be available from the 12-volt outlets in your Tesla, which is not controlled by low power mode, making it a great way to check if you left it on by accident. An overall great improvement to the Tesla app. Time now for a speed round of 3 mini updates. You can now choose exclude home when cabin overheat protection or no AC is enabled, which makes sense since cabin overheat protection cools your Tesla when it gets hot. So if you have it parked in the garage normally, it just makes sense to exclude home. Next, Tesla's added a buy parts button to Tesla service mode. To access service mode in your Tesla, simply hold down the name of your model in the software section until a prompt appears where you can enter the password service and tap OK. Then acknowledge the warning and press enable. Tapping the buy parts button displays a QR code that takes users to Tesla's service site, where owners can buy parts directly from Tesla. Parts can then be shipped directly to the customer or to the nearest Tesla service center. Also, Tesla's added the ability to gift items from the Tesla shop directly to your friends and family. After adding an item from the shop to your cart, you'll now have the ability to send the item as a gift. And you can even give it to them in a Tesla gift bag for an additional $5. Now, we are still expecting many more holiday updates, so stay tuned for that video. And if you missed the previous updates video, watch it here.